Your epilogue mentions your Christian faith. Tell us how your beliefs influence your drive for excellence.
Well, well, faith is one of those things. I mean, faith. What is faith? It's just a decision that you made somewhere. I didn't make a decision not to believe, or you made a decision to believe. Everything in life is a decision. In fact, in this case, a very unique one. It may evolve, that decision, or you make it at once. I made a decision that I'm not in charge, that there may be something higher in charge. I made that decision. And of course, once you do that and study what is the answers to that, then you run into, in my case, a very meaningful situation where I read that Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. And it's such an overwhelming thing if you let that sounds like a few words, but if you let that really move in your mind, I agonize with that, and I know I can't do that, but I can come closer to it. That's it. I can make the decision that everybody around me is of value, that they all have, that they're human beings, no different line, that as human beings nobody can claim importance over the next human being, and it helped, of course. And then you look at your employees and everybody like that, and clearly your guests too. Then you say, okay, they have real value. There's a incident, an interesting story, service story. It's not a religious thing. That Saint Benedict wrote a message to his monasteries and said to them, if a guest arrives, treat him as if it was Jesus himself. Bow down, be sure they have dinner, be sure you give them come and wash their feet before you have dinner. Now, that service, we're not going quite that far, but I try to see how far I can go in that respect. This is a great, the whole thing of religion, all it to me it meant is great value, wow, great value. Not be dependent on my own interpretation, but be dependent on something that is steady relative to value. And this thing about love your neighbor as yourself, I mean, if you let it go through your mind, very careful. Not look at, but it's very, very deep. And all of a sudden you have to look, this is my neighbor. Yeah. Well, that's how this developed. And of course the whole thing developed, I think you see that when I had cancer and was told that I have 1 year, and then those analyses are very close to you. And I assure you, anybody who will face it will make the same analysis.